Rockstar Games hired real-life gang members to voice background characters in Grand Theft Auto 5. Half-Life was listed as the best-selling first-person shooter of all time in the 2008 Gamers edition of the Guinness Book of World Records. The background noises in Silent Hill 2 were randomized to keep players on the edge of their seats. Counter-Strike was initially a custom mod you could play in Half-Life. The creators of Rock Band were the same people who made the first two Guitar Hero games. In the first 24 hours of its release, more than 1 million people logged into Xbox Live to play Halo 3. The author of the Witcher novels tried to sue the developers of The Witcher 3 for more royalty payments. FIFA 11 was the first FIFA game to let you play as the goalkeeper. The first gaming event in the US to be held at a national level was the Red Annihilation multiplayer Quake event in 1997. The first playable demo of StarCraft was essentially a reskinned version of Warcraft, but in space. Command & Conquer: Red Alert was one of the first video games to be banned in China. Assassin's Creed was initially meant to be a spin-off of Prince of Persia. If you click the units enough times in Warcraft 3, they will get annoyed at you and start talking back. Leonard Nimoy of Star Trek fame voiced much of Sid Meier's Civilization 4. The handbook for Super Mario Kart actually recommended players cheat and look at each other's screens to get an advantage. There are more than 17 million different usable weapons in Borderlands. The Sims was originally meant to be an architecture simulator. Pac-Man was nearly sold in the US as Puckman. The first Battlefield game was created by 14 people. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was the first in a series to have a playable Marvel character. Dota 2's lead developer is only known by the pseudonym IceFrog. Among Us was originally called Space Mafia. If you play Rise of the Tomb Raider on February 14th, a special message pops up. While Heroes of Might and Magic 3 got an HD remake, its expansions didn't because the source code was lost. World of Warcraft racked up 5.5 million lines of code within its first 5 years. Scientists found that playing Portal 2 can improve your problem-solving skills. The first Worms game was created as an entry into a game development competition. Monster Hunter World is Capcom's single best-selling game. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Chaos Theory was banned in South Korea. Plants vs. Zombies was meant to be called Lawn of the Dead. The Last of Us began development as a reboot of Naughty Dog's Jak and Daxter series. Multiple gamers have been sued for cheating in Fortnite Battle Royale. The Tetris theme song is actually a popular 1900s folk song. More than 1 million people downloaded Angry Birds within its first 24 hours on the Android market. Dragon Age Origins has more than 900,000 words of dialogue. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is the best-selling PlayStation 2 game of all time. The first edition of Minecraft was made in just 6 days. The world record score in Doodle Jump is over 20 million. The first American Pokémon Go player to catch all 142 in the US was given round-the-world plane tickets. There's an Overwatch League where players are paid a minimum salary of $50,000.